welcome to the Daytona International Speedway for the SuperStar ARCA Cup. Tonight we have the Daytona 200, but before we get to that, we have a couple heats to run and a couple people to send home. Currently, drivers on the racetrack coming to green for the first 8-lap heat. The top 10 make it to the feature. We're going to be ready to go racing here in just a couple seconds. So pace car going to take that hard left turn onto pit road. Pace car is off and coming to the guy who reaches zone. Thomas Spencer going to lead him to green with Alex Anderson on his outside lane. Green flags in the air. We're underway for the SuperStar ARCA Cup heat number 1 here at Daytona. It's kind of even restarts. Anderson actually got a little bit of a better restart compared to Spencer on the bottom. Down the front straight, coming to turn number 1. Anderson's got a little bit of help from Brock Morris on the outside lane. Nathan Fry on the bottom behind Thomas Spencer, but that quickly diminishes. That run's diminishing. Here comes Anderson and Morris around the outside lane. Anderson might be able to get clear of that Spencer and that 3 machine down on the bottom. He will. He's not going to take it. I mean, barely clear. Now the inside lane is starting to come back a little bit now. Through 3 and 4, these drivers, everyone's just trying to settle in now. 8 laps, very short race.
Yeah, not a lot of opportunity to go from the back to the front here, so kind of try to make your moves early here to get yourself in a good position late in this race.
Off the trial down into turn number 1. Anderson now clear. He's got Morris right behind the 79 machine of Tony Shelton on the outside lane, on the outside of Thomas Spencer now. Off turn number 2, down the back straightaways. Inside, almost really falling back. The outside lane almost got 4 cars clear. Joshua Clatterbuck almost clear the bottom, but now 79 machine of Tony Shelton. He's going to go to the bottom. They're going to 3 wide for 3rd. Going to make a little contact. Spencer's going to get contact up the racetrack, and they're going around. Big pileup off turn 2. I mean, turn 4, sorry.
That's going to take out a lot of cars right there.
Took out a lot of cars. No cautions for the heat, so a lot of drivers already taken out.
Christopher
here.
Busch, Kyle Lawver.
Dylan Lamp, another one. Nathan Fryer.
The battle up front continues.
And it also separated the pack a whole bunch.
Yeah, top 4 really pulled away from the rest of this field.
Yeah, so it's Morris. Oh, okay. Well, Morris is to the back. Anderson, Clatterbuck, and Shelton. These top 4 in reverse order. No, I just said it there. So across the line, 3 laps completed here for this first heat. So Thomas Spencer, Connor Sabosian, and Nick Rees, they're all working together now as Spencer used to get slingshot by Rees and Sabosian, and around the out, and now Josh Langley is trying to go around the outside. He's going to get that huge run. Might be able to clear Sabosian going down to turn number 3.
These guys continue the battle. It's just kind of pulling away. The other pack can pull away pretty easily. They had still a pretty big lead, but I just don't think they'll be able to catch him here with 4 laps to go.
Yeah, 4 to go. We also got to keep an eye on these transfer spot. Now, there will be a little bit... So 10 transfer automatically to the main 200-mile race after these 2 heats, but we also do have a consolation. We'll send a couple of people home. Right now, Nate Bogg is in that 10th place spot. Here comes Michael Malm. He flies right by that machine.
I think the 11 car has some damage there from that wreck. You see that left side's pretty damaged.
Yeah,
he's getting
pretty damaged. But here comes Camden Schoenfield and Kyle Herlitsky. Down the back straightaway. This is for that 10th place spot. Just look at the huge run they have. Not even close. Now these 2 drivers will be battling. Herlitsky and Schoenfield will be working together. See if Malm can catch back on, but I think he's may have a little bit too much damage from that wreck. So it's going to be those two drivers battling for the final transfer spot. Those two kind of tandeming themselves. Everyone's just single file up front. So basically 2 packs of 4, and they got a single car and a pack of 2, pretty much for that top 11.
I've seen here from a spectator camera in the stands how big of a lead this front pack has. 7.5 seconds over 5th place, Nick Reese.
Huge, just that tells you how a race can quickly separate the pack, especially in these heats. Track position very important. Yeah, 7.5 seconds, and then all the way back to 10th, they have an 18-second gap. Just how big of a gap that wreck causes. And also, Michael Mom was able to catch on to the back end of Herdlitsky and Schonfield, and they're gonna get by Johnny Venezia. He was in 9th, so now he goes from 9th, and he's gonna go all the way back to 12th, and he might actually lose the draft here. Let's keep an eye on this, but I mean, they got a whole 20 seconds. White flag for the leaders. Tony Shelton and Joshua Clatterbuck out in the lead by about half a second. Anderson and Morris kind of fell back off the back of the field.
I don't know if they're like playing that or something, or they're working together there, but they're gonna have a huge run down this back straightaway.
A huge run down the back straightaway off turn number 2, down the back straightaway. Here comes Anderson. He's going to run the outside. He's got Morris right behind him. They're pretty much a 2-car tandem in a way. Down in the turn number 3. They're going to be side by side for this heat and win.
Just bragging rights here on the line. Whoever's going to win this race starts on pole position.
Yeah, Shelton on the bottom. There they go. 3 wide for the lead. Anderson on the outside. Shelton in the middle. Anderson's going to run, but on the bottom, 50 machine of Clatterbuck has a run. But Anderson's going to take that win.
Just side by side for the transfer spot. 2 by 2.
The first one of this pack of 4 wins. Herdlitsky out in the lead. Schonfield kind of stuck on the outside lane. Through the line of 13 of Malm, not going to be able to get there. Schonfield's going to be the last one to transfer. Yeah, I mean, sorry.
Malm,
No. Malm did get it. Yeah, never mind. Sorry, they caught the 9th car of Venezia. But so Malm is the last one to transfer. Venezia is going to be the first one out. They're going to have to go to these transfers. So Venezia, Schonfield, Bogus, Buchanan, Fryer, Bush, Lover, Evans, Lamp, and Guetta all have to go to the consolation.
What a race that was, and that was just a heat race there.
Yeah, definitely completes a shine into what we're going to see for tonight's 200-mile race.
That's going to be heat 1 there, and we're going to go to heat number 2. There's a grid up here. We're going to take a quick break, and we'll be right back before the green flag of heat number 2.
Welcome back to the World Center Racing here at Daytona International Speedway. As you just finished first heat, here comes the second heat. It's here for tonight's SuperStar ARCA Daytona 200. Now we're gonna see the next 10 who get sent through to tonight's 200-mile event. Nathan Johnson going to be on the pole for this one. He's got Jeremiah Holt on his outside lane. We'll see what these drivers can do. Top 10 makes it through. And the rest go to the consolation. We'll have to figure out how many get through. I believe 35 make it. So through the consolation, we'll probably have about 15 drivers that make it on in. Only sending a couple home, but pace cars takes that hard left side of the pit road in the Conco Racing Zone. We're underway for heat number 2. 8 laps, no cautions. Keep in mind, be careful. You want to be up front. Traffic should be very important. We've seen that in the first heat. Off to a great start for both lanes. The outside lane a little bit more bunched up here. And it's gonna allow that 73 machine of Jeremiah Holt to be able to clear down to the turn number 1. Apologies. And he will. Holt's gonna take that inside lane, and that outside lane quickly diminishes as the inside lane huge runs compared to the back. Only the 60 machine of Isaiah Watros on the outside lane there. So you get about 4 cars back, and you get the 18 machine of Travis Shield on that outside lane. So outside lane gonna have to form themselves up.
I think these guys might be a little more tame than they saw in the first heat. They kind of just saw what happened in heat number 1. Kind of just want to take it a little bit easier here. As you kind of see, a lot more single file on the bottom than we saw in heat number 1 early on.
Yeah, for sure. Everyone's just trying to quickly get to the bottom, just trying to chill for a moment. But one lap in, here comes that outside lane, but they're gonna have a huge run to the back bumper of that 6 machine of Isaiah Watros. On the outside lane, Shield's gonna have a huge run. The 97's gonna hop up. That's Johnny Cofield. And you also got the 19 machine, Nathan Johnson. He hops up. So pole sitter now, he's gonna hop up. He wants that lead back. Now just like that, outside lane force back up.
Yeah, now side by side here, basically through the whole field right now. We'll see if these guys can keep it clean.
Through the trial, only 6 to go in this heat, so quick heat tonight. 6 laps can go by pretty quickly, but also could be a while depending on where you are in the back and how much you feel. If you're leading the back, it feels like forever. If you're kind of in the back, it feels very quick, and you're losing all that time to, make your moves. It's kind of harder to make moves here compared to the next gen Xfinity and trucks we've normally see. You can't really bump in these cars here on iRacing. You try and bump, it kind of just lifts up the back end, and you end up turning the car in front of you, and it kind of wrecks the whole field. So you can't really push. You can't really
Can't bump draft back
focus
well.
on the air push. You can't really buzz draft. You gotta tend to that air push.
Yeah, but I think these guys are pretty experienced. I think if anyone knows or has raced ARCA at least once or twice on a speedway, they know you can't bump. So you'll probably see that later in the actual race. Maybe not in the heat races, but definitely in the actual race with like 5 to go. You'll probably see some people getting their rear tires lifted up in the air.
Yeah, for sure. Desperation will cause big mistakes like that, and it could cause huge wrecks. But right now, no one's really desperate yet to make this field. Still about halfway of this race. Heats to go, coming up through 3 and 4. They're on lap 4. Gonna complete this lap. Complete halfway. Off to number 4. Down the back straightaways. Holt on the bottom. Johnson on the outside lane. Pretty much everyone's still double file throughout the entire field. Across the line. 4 down, 4 to go in heat number 2. Johnson on the outside lane. He's getting help from that 97 machine, Johnny Cofield. No one really making it 3 wide yet.
Yeah, just kind of, I think these guys just keep it calm. We saw 3 wide early on in heat 1, which resulted in the wreck that took out quite a big portion of the field. So, don't know how aggressive these guys will be.
There it is. As I was just mentioning, here comes 3 wide now.
That's Alan Carter.
38 machine. That's Nathan Ramirez. Alan Carter. Alan Carter through the center. He's gonna slot his line right in front of that 95 machine of Alex McQueen.
Looks like he gained a row there, so it worked out for the 38 machine. Very aggressive though, going middle, only halfway through the heat 1.
Yeah, but also 4 laps, not much. Now we're down to 3 to go. No one really went with him. See if anyone else tries it again. They might go with him this time. As Johnson blinking out a bit on the outside lane there. It's going to try to affect that outside lane as they all kind of checked up. Oh, almost into the wall towards the very back there. 75 machine change in Venezia. He almost got into the wall there. I think they did have a minor incident. 14th on back, actually 14 seconds. So there's only 13 cars on this lead pack. So 3 cars in this lead pack will go home. But off turn 4, down the front straightaway into the tri-oval. 2 to go for heat number 2. Who goes home? Now, anything can happen. We've seen it happen in the first heat. Get a big one. A lot of these drivers could find their way going home, or having to fight their way through the consolation.
In the back of this pack is where 10th place is. That would be around Alex McQueen right there. He's right now in 9th, almost 10th right here.
Yeah, down the back straightaway, everyone's still double file. Down the back straightaway, everyone getting huge runs. You see that outside lane, huge run. Johnson, he's clear. Does he take it though? He's going to stick it to the top with Cofield behind him. Off to number 4. Coming to the front straight, coming to the white flag. Outside lane, coming with a huge run again. Matthew Johnson, you hop down here and just try and just stick to the bottom. Just trust that you're going to make it. Not able to get clear. He's going to stay up to the top. He's got Cofield behind him. On the bottom, he's Holt down on the inside lane. He's got Asher Little on the inside pushing him. Down the back straight for the final time. Everyone's still side by side. No one's desperate to make him a 3-wide move yet. Does anyone try it? Well, Queen almost a little through the back. They're going to be 3-wide towards the back.
That's
of the
for
pack.
10th right there. Oh,
my contact.
wall. That's Nathan Ramirez. He's got fallen down.
Ramirez in the wall.
Coming
He's got
off
the
4.
consolation, but all 4. Drag race to the line for the leaders. It's going to be Johnson and Holt. Holt on the bottom, Johnson on top. They're wrecking behind across the line. It's going to be Holt by 6,000th of a second.
And Holt's
going to win it.
Now Alex McQueen barely gets that 10th place position. He was one of the drivers wrecking across the line. Well, he barely sneaks into the top 10 position.
It barely almost lost that spot there. Actually,
Backwards.
James Donahue.
Wow.
James Donahue was really hanging back, and when they wrecked, he was able to sneak right across and steal 9th.
Man.
From Alex McQueen. So great steal from that driver. But that's going to set up our consolation. Take a look at that real quick. So William Martin, JJ Venezia, Nathan Ramirez, Jared Skinner, Caleb Winslow, Cameron Craighead, Dan Adams, Jessica Childs, and Dallas Henderson all gonna have to go to the consolation. So they have the official numbers. So now 19 drivers for 13 spots for tonight's 200-mile event.
Yeah, we'll take a look at this grid right here, just to see who's all in this one. So. Bring up the grid here quickly.
So let's take a look at our grid for tonight's constellation, or LCQ, whatever you would like to call it. Johnny Venezia, he's going to be on the pole. Let's see if he can hold that track position. Track position can be very important. Only 12 laps. William Martin's going to be on his outside lane. Behind Venezia, it's going to be Cameron Schonfield and JJ Venezia in 4th, Nate Bogus in 5th, and Nathan Ramirez in 6th. Paul Buchanan will be 7th, Jared Skinner will be 8th, Nathan Fryer will be 9th, Caleb Winslow will be round out our top 10, Christopher Bush and Cameron Craighead will be 11th and 12th. Kyle Oliver and Dan Ames will be 13th and 14th. Dan Adams, sorry. Apologies. Jordan Evans 15th and Chester Child 16th. Dylan Lamb 17th. Dallas Henderson 18th. And around here are 19-car LCQ. Andrew Guetta. Trying to pronounce that right? But that will round out our 19-car last chance qualifier or consolation. Both be pretty much the same thing. Most people know it as the LCQ, so we'll call it that for now, I guess. The 13 spots, 12 laps, so longer than the 8-lap heats we've been having.
Yeah, one thing though, a very interesting paint scheme for that '01 machine. I mean, I don't know if it's on your screen too, Aaron, but Johnny Vanitas just a blank car. It looks like on my screen right here.
Yeah, that.
I
I
thought my
thought Trading
train
Paints
paint
was
wasn't out. Yeah,
messing. Yeah, I thought Trading Paints was messing up too a little bit there, and it's just a great car. So
that's a very interesting paint scheme I was looking at there. I was like, it really stands out though.
oh, I didn't even notice we have two Venetias. So
Might
we
be
have two
related,
Venetias.
most likely. I mean,
Maybe not. We'll find out. But Johnny on the pole. We have JJ in 4, so they both were in separate heats. Well, they're both gonna have to try and make their way to the feature tonight. But Pace Car's gonna take that hard left turn onto pit road for the 3rd time tonight. This time we're gonna send some people home. 19 drivers for 13 spots, 12 laps, and we are underway for the LCQ. Venezia out to a great start. We have a little bit too much of a gap, but he's going to hop up right in front of Camden Schonfield on the outside lane. Actually, no, sorry. William Martin on the outside lane. Schonfield back on the bottom. He's going to hop down. JJ Venezia, he's stuck side by side with that 57 machine of William Martin, but now we quickly see in that last heat, heat number 2, the outside lane quickly filling back up, so we'll see how quick they can form back up this race.
yeah, you don't want to take yourself out early in this one. You just want to hang around, give yourself a chance, and beat it at the end here. Especially if you're back there in the probably around like 15th-ish area. You know, you want to stay alive. That's really the goal here in this LCQ. Track position, I mean, let's be honest, it's Daytona. It doesn't really mean that much.
Yeah, but also keep in mind, I'm not sure. I believe there might be yellows in the LCQs, but track position does matter. If you get in a wreck here, these heats in consolation matter a lot with these track positions. You get in a wreck. You seen how it happened in the first heat. You get caught behind it, really had nowhere to go, and you just kind of got into it, or you just lost so much time, you just got knocked out. Now all these drivers are in this race. Now Schonfield on the bottom, he's going to be able to get clear that outside lane of Johnny Venezia. He's got JJ Venezia right behind him. So the Venezia's side by side and turn in row number 2. Into turn number 1, Johnny Venezia on the outside lane. We get a good run, a little good help from that 57 machine of William Martin. They have 10 laps to go in this LCQ, so kind of a longer race, what we've seen tonight.
Yeah, about 4 laps longer than the heat races are, which gives these guys a few more laps to kind of make some moves that they want to. But so far, it's so clean that I've seen so far.
Exactly, everyone clean so far. I mean, knowing you get a little bit of extra laps, you get kind of take it a little bit easier.
Oh.
And 4 laps, as soon as I say that, the contact, that's the 28 machine.
Oh, that's half that's a big chunk of the field right there.
Big wreck in turn 1. You got one car on his side. The other machine, Nate Bogus, on his side, riding the wall. And he's going to get back on the wheels, but that's going to be huge. And that might be his night over.
Pretty much everyone 10th on back
Bush
was involved in
went
that wreck.
around. There's 29 machine. William Martin went around as just starting in second.
Let's take a look at that one.
That's a lot.
That's a lot of cars right there. I think the 23 was the one that got spun out there. Or 57 looks like William Martin.
Yeah, a lot of drivers involved in that one. We'll see when they cross the line here what the gaps are going to be. 13 make it in. We'll see if anyone. So 13.
It's Paul Buchanan, but he's gonna fall back to Nate Boggs.
Nate Bogus, yeah, Nate Bogus, he's gonna go around as Nate Bogus looks like he got more speed in his machine. He was sideways on the wall, and he's still in right now at 13th, but Paul Buchanan going 130 miles an hour. Nate Bogus
he has no front
146.
end. Looks like his
But
tires.
keep in mind, Nathan Fryer 165. So Nathan Fryer will easily get to Bogus and Buchanan. They also got Christopher Bush, so they will have
some competition here.
Bit. Yeah, they will have a little bit of a battle for this. We're only 6 up in the front pack now.
Yeah, if I was E6, I wouldn't even care where I finished. I was right around. You know, it's cool to have a quote-unquote win on your resume, I guess, but it really does not matter.
Over this time by, we're gonna be halfway through the LCQ, and this field quickly got separated. Halfway through the consolation or LCQ, have 6 up, well 6 down, 6 to go. We also have 6 up front. You got Packet 2 and 7th and 8th. That's Craighead and Adams. But keep an eye on that 13th. We'll have to keep an eye on that 13th place spot.
Oh, the black car! Ooh, that was very close to the main pack. I think it was Nathan Ramirez. Almost hits the lap car down the back straightaway. I don't think you saw him in time there.
Almost incident there, but Nathan Fryer's 14. Got Christopher Bush at 13. So Bogus and Buchanan both passed and quickly caught and passed by that 29 machine in 92. So those two drivers will be fighting it out for the final spot. They're going to be a 2-car tandem. Now, keep in mind, they are pretty far back from Caleb Winslow. They are going to be going a little bit quicker, actually, about the same speed, but they're now linked up a little bit better, so we'll have to see if they can catch Winslow. Winslow could be out of this race. He's all by himself. We'll have to see if he can hold on. Right now, this top main pack, about the top 6, they're all together. The Schoenfield, the Venetias, and Ramirez almost contact. Oh, Venetia almost gets it. Johnny almost gets in the JJ, and that was close.
Yeah, they're being
if I was the top 6, I would be a little bit more conservative, knowing that you're already in if you just keep it together.
That's what I was about to say. These guys are racing pretty aggressively. You know, one little bump in these cars, and you can basically take out the top 6 just like that. I mean, honestly, if I was in 6th place there, Jerry Skinner, I was back all the way off. Not even be close to these guys.
You know, a couple drivers who definitely want to see that wreck, and that's going to be Bogus and Buchanan, but they actually got lapped. And Nathan Fryer and Christopher Bush, they're also about to get lapped through the trial. They're in the trial right now, 36 seconds back, but they're also running 51-second lap time, well, 50-second lap time. So this main pack's going to catch these leaders, catch these lap cars that are battling for the transfer spot. I have to see, but I mean, it's going to be really those two. Maybe Winslow might get caught. Winslow about a second and a half slower, so Winslow could fall out of this top 13.
Yeah, this could be interesting right here. About 4.5 seconds back, about 10 miles per hour quicker than Caleb Winslow right now.
Yeah, so Winslow hoping something happens between those two drivers. This time out of the main pack, the Venetia's on the outside lane, Schoenfield on the bottom. Ramirez behind Schoenfield on the inside lane, off turn number 4. But it's 2 laps to go for the LCQ. Lap traffic on the outside wall. That could have been a close. 2 to go. 2 to go here at Daytona. Venetia, JJ a little wiggly from the push of Johnny, but now they have some lap traffic of Fryer and Bush. They're kind of closing in. They might get there by next lap, and I think they will. Winslow's also going to be there, so they all kind of could run up on each other here coming to the checkered. We'll have to see. So these on the outside lane working together perfectly so far. They're not going to do it. They can clear Schoenfield on the bottom lane.
As the main pack is going to catch up to the people who flagged for 13th, Bush and Fryer, most likely.
On
the white flag.
Yeah, on the white flag. White flag, one to go for the leaders. JJ Venezia leads. Johnny Venezia behind him. Sean from the inside lane with Ramirez behind him. You also have Jared Skinner behind them. And you also have Jessica Childs way back, kind of playing off the pack, knowing that a lot can happen. But off turn number 2, Fryer and Bush, they catch Winslow, so Winslow's going to be out in the spot, but here comes the leaders.
Will they catch him before the line? I think they will. So this is also going to be their final lap too.
Yeah, down the back straightaway, in turn 3, JJ Venezia with Johnny Venezia behind him. Through 3 and 4, Sean Field on the bottom, Ramirez there in third. These top 4 top 5 kind of stay the same. They're going to roll up on Fryer and Winslow. Coming to the line. Venezia's going to go to the top lane. He's going to lap them both 3 wide for the transfer and the win. JJ Venezia wins, and across the line, Christopher Bush takes 12th, Winslow takes 13th, and Nathan Fryer will be the first driver out as they got lapped. Actually, Christopher Bush stayed on the lead lap.
Yeah, he stayed on the lead lap. He was barely right ahead of those two side by side, like Caleb Winslow and Nathan Fryer. But Fryer misses out on the spot by 21 thousandths of a second. And if he didn't get lapped there, he would have had a shot at Caleb Winslow. One more lap if he didn't get lapped right there. Very unfortunate for that 92 machine.
Yeah, but Nathan Fryer going to be the first one to go home tonight. Unfortunately, after that 92 machine.
Man, that was some exciting racing already in Heat 1, Heat 2, and the LCQ. We still got 80 more laps of that under the lights here at Daytona.
Yeah, sure. Let's take a quick look at the results here. Really quick. For this LCQ, so we can see who went home. And we'll see if they make it for next week. They're gonna take a long season here. Decent season to make it through, but definitely not gonna be starting. But JJ Venezia just be number 1. He's in the LCQ, so he's gonna start 16. He's gonna actually sorry 21st. He's gonna start 21st for the Daytona 200 here coming up in a couple moments. Johnny Venezia right behind him. We'll have to figure out if they're related in some way. Probably are, but just assume they aren't because we've seen others here on the network that weren't. But Nathan Ramirez in 3rd, Kevin Schonfield in 4th, Jared Skinner in 5th, Jesper Childs in 6th, Dana Adams in 7th, Cameron Craighead in 8th, Andrew Guetta in 9th, Jordan Evans in 10th. Rounds out our top 10 for our LCQ. Dylan Lamp in 11th, and you have Christopher Bush, last running lap, he's 12th. And Caleb Winslow, who's seen very close with also getting left at the same time with Nathan Fryer. Winslow's going to make it in. Fryer will be the first one home. Kyle Walver, Dane Bogus, Paul Buchanan, Dallas Henderson, and William Martin will all go home along with Nathan Fryer. So unfortunate for those drivers, they'll have to come back next week and try and make it in. But those 5 drivers will not be in tonight's race. Tonight's 200-mile race, 80 laps here at Daytona.
Right now, warm-up underway. 2 minutes of warm-up here. We're going to take a quick break, and we'll be right back before the main event, the Daytona 200.
Welcome to the Daytona International Speedway, the world center of racing for the SuperStar ARCA Cup race number 1, the Daytona 200. Today we got 80 laps, 200 miles. Let's take a quick look at our starting grid here for tonight's 200-mile event. And we did forget to mention, 2 made it through the qualifying, and the two guys I know, Samuel Hoff and Dwayne Young, also had to go through the pain of the time at College Series time attack, so they were able to take the pole 1 and 2. They're on the front row tonight. Right behind them, lining up behind them will be lining up behind them. We're gonna forget this real quickly. Will be Alex Anderson winning that first heat, and Jeremiah Holt on the outside lane beside him. Joshua Clatterbuck in 5th, Nathan Johnson in 6th, Brock Morris in 7th. Our graphic messed up a little bit, so I quickly run it through the field. Brock Morris in 7th, Ashland in 8th. Tony Shelton will be 9th, Azier Westeros in 10th, around our top 10. We'll have Nick Rees in 11th, Johnny Cofield in 12th, Connor Zabosian in 13th, Travis Shield in 14th, Thomas Spencer will be 15th, Alan Carter 16th, Jess Langley in 7th, Alan Carter 16th, Jess Langley in 17th, Ryan Sauer in 18th, Kyle Herlitsky in 19th, James Donahue in 20th, Michael Malm, first one to make it through, 21st. We'll make it through. So Michael Malm in 21st, Alex McQueen in 22nd, JJ Venezia will be 23rd, Johnny Venezia will be alongside him on the outside lane, Nathan Ramirez, Camden Schoenfield, Jared Skinner, Joshua Childs, Dan Adams, Ken McCraighead, Andrew Greta, Jordan Evans, Dylan Lamb, Christopher Bush, and Caleb Woods will round out our field. Pace, we're going to take that hard left turn on the pit road, and we're underway for the SuperStar Cup Daytona 200, and they're already wrecking on the restart. I come across around into the grass on the start, no caution. I had a couple of drivers around. I got to find out who that was.
One was Joshua Clatterbuck, I believe. We'll take a look at what happened there. We'll take a quick replay on that one. Not sure if like he just missed a shift or someone blinked out, I believe, or something.
Yeah,
he just did not go.
Not going for that 15 machine.
It looks like he just can't get into the gear or something. Something must be wrong with his technology or something.
Yeah, so maybe a shifter malfunction there. Unfortunate.
That sent one driver around.
Still rolling around slowly.
Brock Morris was sent around there. He got hit from behind since they checked up so much. That's going to be really unfortunate for that 05 machine.
Yeah, but a bad start for those drivers already. They're going to have a lot. They're going to have to hope we get a caution later on this race. 35 cars are going to be towards the back. Right now, Samuel Hoff leads. He's got Alex Anderson behind him.
Yeah, spreads up the pack a little bit though, but it's still a pretty big pack. You can see a lot of drivers on the inside lane trying to race around here.
Down into turn number 3 and 4. Toth leads. He's got Anderson behind him now. They gotta be careful on the fuel. Now, fuel, you do have 67% fuel. I was told it'll be about 30 to 40 laps. That could be closer to one stop. Knowing this ARCA a little bit long, maybe let's add maybe a lap or two longer than the next gen here. Just how much slower they really are. You go a little bit slower. They burn a little bit less fuel. So we'll have to see if anyone can make it on the one stop. Knowing leading will be a very big importance. You also got teamwork will be a big importance. I don't really know the teams, but I know Alex Anderson gets his own team, Anderson Motorsports.
One car driving back. That's Isaiah Watros. Oh, he almost clips
Watros. I think he had a little bit of contact there. Bad bump, so he's had to go towards the back of this field. But I think if he can stay in the traffic there.
That's Alex McQueen. Oh, they're wrecking even more. No caution though. They're all in the apron. Someone got spun around. I'm trying to find out who that was. That's Camden Schoenfield. He spun around, but no caution came out though. Let's take a look at that one. He was spun out by Alex McQueen, it looks like, but just on the apron enough, I guess.
Yeah, wow. Unfortunate for that machine, the 24 machine. You have to pull it into the pits. But not many too involved there. Yeah, but this field quickly spread out early on. Two wrecks and not a caution.
Yeah, no fast repairs tonight, so any damage you get will affect your car quite a bit. Because you can't completely repair it.
Generally, our car's a little bit more lenient compared to the damage compared to the other NASCAR cars we see here on the sim, but especially don't really want wheel damage. You get wheel damage, it'll really hurt your car, but you really want to get all that damage repaired if you can. But you definitely need a caution for that. But off turn number 2, down left front straightaway, Hoff still leads, so he's burning those more fuel leading out there. So we'll see if this could be close on a one stop, how much closer he could be. Now everyone gets a single file out. Now they're all going to take their time, kind of single file on out. Just chill down for a minute.
Yeah, I didn't really want to do anything too stupid here early on. I mean, we saw kind of how the heat races went. There was usually a big wreck, or the LCQ even. Usually a big wreck or something that took out a lot of drivers. And with no fast repair tonight, you don't want to be out on lap 6 out of 80.
Yeah, especially you don't want to be there too early. Don't want to get out early. But yeah, outside lane starting to form up. You got Anderson in the outside lane with Dwayne Young. Actually, no, Dwayne Young on his inside. You got Tony Shelton on the outside behind Anderson. Let's start to form up a little bit more. You got a couple cars towards the back here. Kyle Herlitzky and the 22 machine of Kyle Herlitzky and Travis Shield. They're working their way through the front here, the outside lane. I was kind of shocked to see so far today that the outside lane they kind of work, even with the minimal cars. They're able to make it work compared to the other cars we see. I mean, if you in the trucker, no way you'd be able to make that work on the outside lane with just 2-3 cars, unless you had a run and just took it to the outside. They're kind of able to hold it there by themselves, but now you got 5 cars up there. So anyone else hops up there in a lap too soon, but some of these drivers trying to improve the traffic early on in this run.
Yeah, early on, just kind of the typical Daytona racing that you see night racing in real life. Just nothing too crazy early on. I mean, we saw a few wrecks here and there on the start, obviously, and off of turn 4, but overall, nothing too crazy by most drivers.
Yeah, everyone taking it easy for now. Now we will be this time, but we'll be 10% of the way done. So quickly we are over, but we still got a long way to go. 8 laps down. That's still 72 to go. So long way.
Right now, this main pack composes of about 18 cars. Michael Mom is the last one, and Dan Adams leads the second back here with about 4 cars back there.
Yeah, they're gonna need caution to get back up. They also got pack of 3 behind them as well. A lot of drivers kind of straggling toward off the back, and just kind of in their own faction. Those wrecks we had, we had to form the yellow. The outside lane is still trying to make something work, but they're kind of staying just side by side with Dwayne Young on the inside lane. You got Ash a little right in front of him, and you got Nathan Johnson and Sam Hoff, the top 2 drivers.
I think you mentioned fuel strategy. I think you said it was about you could maybe push to one stop to save a little bit. I mean, I think that'd be a pretty risky strategy call, especially race 1. I mean, I guess if you want to try a Hail Mary call in race 1, you can, but I think race 1, you kind of just want to settle in, try to get as many points as you can early on in this race and set yourself up for a good season.
So I don't even think you could do that. 67% fuel, but I'm not entirely sure how big the power fuel cell could be. I know it's 18% gallons, but it is a little little different fuel burn rate, and also with the way the cars ride last. But I think 67, I think probably it's going to be closer to 30 laps than 40. So this is going to be a two-stop race for most of these drivers. Well, we'll have to see. It depends on how slow the pack really is going, and how much you really are lifting, how much longer you can go. Typically, you want to go a little bit short. I mean, if you go a little bit shorter and catch a caution, there's a couple drivers you can pit with, out the field, you can jump the field if you get a caution. Still, if it's close to 30 laps, we're getting inching closer already the halfway point of this run. But the question is, when are you going to see people pit? Are they going to all pit around 30? Are they trying to go 25, 50 here? Or trying to split around 27 laps?
There's quite a few different strategies you can do here, but I mean, if you go 25, 50, you probably might have to pit here on lap 7. I mean, you're going to be stretching it quite a bit. 50 to 80,
so
I mean, it's very, I mean, I think for the most races, you kind of want to go as long as you can on fuel, just in case.
Yeah, especially, you could go 25, 50 and try and stretch that through the pack. It's a little bit early if you get a group with you, but you also just want to pick with the main pack. But if you get a couple of drivers, 4 or 5 drivers, maybe 6, you can jump the field and try and gap the field. But you can also go around 27, split it all the way even, 27, left 27, left 28, split it even throughout the rest of the race. And then you also get 30 and 60 and have more fuel to push towards the end. All depending on what you want to do and how if you have teammates you can work with. Yeah. Teammates a big factor, but they're coming to lap traffic at the Sean field.
That's interesting.
Sean field and Langley. Langley's up in the wall. They was single filed out quickly before they got there.
Lap car made the leaders go middle there, and that was interesting. I mean, that's one way to make yourself not fall back too much. That really kind of splits up the pack now. Most is single file.
I think there Langley wanted to get out of the way, and Shawfield wanted to try and stick with the draft. They didn't want to do so. Kind of both went the opposite ways.
One car peels off, and it's Tony Shelton. Maybe no. There's a lap car actually, so.
3 and 4, so we off to number 4 here. But 14 laps in, now it's going to start lap 15. Could be about halfway through this run. We'll have to see how long these drivers can really stretch. You could possibly stretch at 35. Now, it is a little bit of a stretch, but assuming you could go 50 laps on a normal fuel size tank, that could be a little close. Yeah, take about 67% of that, of 50. So it is about 67% will be about 30 laps, 35 laps.
Yeah, so I mean, obviously we're thinking way down the line, but still, you want to think about that as a driver. You know, it's still early on, 15, 16 laps into the race. You kind of want to think about 40, 50 laps later. See where you gotta try to put yourself in the best situation to win the race, and right now it looks like everyone's just kind of staying together so far, and just like I said, normal kind of SuperStar racing, nothing too crazy I've seen so far.
Everyone's just kind of trying to take it too wide, side by side, take it easy. No one's getting too aggressive on the bumping and try to air pushing. As you know, against Samuel Hall from the bottom, Julian Young hopped up to the outside lane. Now he's side by side with his fellow Kettering University student / teammate, side by side on that front row. You got Alex Anderson behind Young on the top. You got Nathan Johnson on the inside behind Samuel Hawk. So these drivers all taking their time. No one really making moves. Just forms, runs coming and going. No one really taking any moves. Oh, almost a little contact towards about 4 cars back there. That was close, but everyone keeps it together. We'll have to see 17 laps into this race.
Yeah, just mostly single file, like I've said. Or double file, excuse me. And Dwayne Young and Samuel Hoffman just kind of dominated this race 1-2 on pole position and second position qualifying. They've been out front basically this whole race dominating. No one's really been able to challenge them too much. Alex Anderson's been trying on the outside lane. But he hasn't really had that much success being able to clear these guys, just kind of staying with them now.
Able to stay single file, but Young hopped down in front of Samuel Hoff. As Anderson now leads the outside lead. Down the back straightaway, everyone's still kind of keeping it calm. But now keep in mind, we do have the smaller packs. Actually, we have a kind of bigger, smaller pack. They actually kind of furnish 19th to 26th here. They're all together in a like pretty sizable car pack, 7-car pack. They're all kind of double file working together, but you also get a smaller pack behind them, even further back. Joshua Clever, Christopher Busch, Jordan Evans, 27-30. They're actually close to getting lapped here, caught by the main pack. So those 4 drivers, we'll have to see where they go. This could be interesting with this front pack.
Brock Morris was the driver that got spun around early in this race. Very early, before the race even started, really, before he even got to the green flag. And right now he's in 28th, which is a lot better. I mean, he spun out before you even get to the start finish line on lap 1, taking the green. That's just so unfortunate. And to be in 26 right now, or 28th, excuse me, and still not be locked down is pretty impressive, actually.
Yeah, especially he was able to quickly find those some drivers to work with, and now they're trying to fight for every last life they have. They're desperately hoping for a caution soon. That time by those leaders right now, 46.5. We'll see. And yeah, there they go. They're all to the top now. Actually, yeah, they're all to the top. Evans, Busch, Morris, and Clatterbuck all on the outside lane. They're going to go 3 wide with the main pack here for just a second. Everyone's going to quickly manage it through. It gets past those 4 drivers, and they're going to quickly get it back going.
Oh, 1 car on the wall.
A little bit of contact in the back, and then 38. Alan Carter almost went around. He got 1 car on the grass.
Jeremiah Holt.
Yeah, our Heat 2 winner struggling. Can we get back? He had to go through the grass a little bit there. He's quickly going.
That's going to split the pack a little bit here.
I think everyone will be able to stay. Hold on. Actually, no, yeah, you're right. They could split a lot more than I thought. Alan Carter and Kyle Herlutsky, they're going to fall off.
Yeah, they're going to try to push as hard as they can, but I don't know if the 2-car tandem can catch up to these guys. They're about a second back from Asher Little, who's on the tail end of this front pack. I mean, that's the risk of catching lap traffic right there. Kind of just like jumbles everyone up really, and doesn't really matter where the lap traffic is, outside, inside, middle. I mean, I feel like always at the Super Speedways, you always just kind of, once you get by a group of lap cars, everyone kind of goes a little crazy and tries to get as many positions as they can and take advantage of that.
Yeah, especially kind of using a lap car as a pick. We've seen that happen in real life and also more on the mile and a halves and stuff. But everyone's trying to take that even more opportunity, able to try and get that draft up that lap car and dive out of their way at the last second. Try duck from behind them and just try and could cause something. So, alright, but if people just try to take advantage, try to get better from this thing, like you said, but I think I split up the pack a little bit, but the main pack kind of single filing out. Only got 3 cars on the outside lane now. Alan Carter, Kyle Hurlitsky, and everyone else were able to tag back on the pack. Jeremiah Holt also able to hold on as well. So, actually, well, he's a little bit farther back, but he's got help with Michael Mom coming through the field here. Also got Brock Morris there. Actually, sorry, that's Joshua Clatterbuck tagging along. So, Clatterbuck should be a lap down, but he might be able to tag along here. A little bit of the stretch. We'll have to see. It's going to be close.
It's 3 cars on the outside right now, and I mean they're hanging on. I think you mentioned this earlier. It's very interesting how so little cars on the outside can hang on and be somewhat competitive in these ARCA cars. Especially without being able to really push each other. But Alex Anderson, we're slowly losing these guys, but I mean still. Overall, pretty competitive with only 2 or 3 cars up on the outside lane.
Yeah, but Dwayne Young still leads with Samuel Hoff behind him. Those top 2, they started 1 and 2, and they're still 1 and 2. They've been able to front all night long. Taking the track position. Literally, and just staying up front, and but 25 laps in, coming to complete lap 26, you could see pit stops here in the next five-ish laps.
Still 2 by 2, the outside lane forming up a little bit better. As here comes Anderson on the top.
Alex Anderson's going to help from that 37 machine behind him. Actually, yeah, 97. Johnny Cofield around the behind. Actually, no, that is the 37. I need to learn my numbers. Oh, that is.
I think he has.
Oh, it is Cofield.
Yeah, it says Cofield on his car right there. You not see that? The sponsor right there. But there's a lap traffic. Ooh.
I'm using flip game over here. The new league, Lenny got to learn everyone's new cars and numbers. So that through into turn number 1, lap 28. Up to 60% of the fuel tank here on 30. If you're racing off 50
goes
laps.
Inside.
So Anderson sits on the bottom.
That's like his first time tonight he's been on the inside lane. That could be an indicator that he might be paying here soon.
I think that's a sign.
Yeah.
I think that's a sign. He's trying to slot in line, wanting to get in line to have the opposite, perfect pit stop on the inside lane. They want to get into the inside and not have to worry about cutting down or getting left at the dry on the top side. And if on your inside just dives into the pit road.
Here they go. Some drivers down that pit lane. Oh, it's one overshoots.
Oh, Nick Greasy overshoots. James Donahue, Alan Carter. Travis Shield is going to get into the end. He's going to get into Alan Carter on the pit road. Hurlitsky also comes down. Christopher Busch, Michael Mom, Brock Morris. Another incident on pit road. Has more cars behind him.
A lot of drivers.
Jared Skinner also around on pit road entry. So a lot of drivers struggling on pit road.
Yeah, Jared Skinner's 1 car spun out behind it. Caleb Winslow, 2 of them. Caleb Winslow, Dan Adams spun on an entry. A lot of drivers struggling here with this main pack. Here they come.
Here comes the rest of the main pack. Dwayne Young, Samuel Hoff, Nathan Johnson, Johnny Cofield.
They slide.
They're going to get in there. Ashley Little, he gets into Alex Anderson. This is all.
What is going on?
It's very tough on pit road, and actually, A lot of drivers.
Dwayne Young must have got speeding right there, I think, too.
Well, a lot of drivers actually have speeding. Alan Carter, Samuel Hoff, Travis Shield, Alex Anderson, all speeding penalties. Asher Little speeding penalty. 4 drivers with speeding penalties, and you also have JJ Venezia. I don't know what happened to him, but he's actually disqualified. So I don't know what happened to him early in this race.
I mean, either these guys didn't practice their pit lane, or they just didn't expect it to be this bad. I'm not sure. I mean,
yeah, and here comes the rest of the field. Johnny Venezia, Connor Savosian. They're gonna both overshoot. What is happening on pit road here tonight?
Yeah,
everyone's struggling.
Oh, is he wrecking?
He's gonna get into Savosian.
Oh, it's a keeper.
More
oh my
drivers.
goodness. What is going on? I mean, I don't think I've ever, Aaron, I don't know if you've ever seen this before, but like, I've never seen this many drivers struggle with the get on pit lane at Daytona.
I think everyone in the entire field had troubles on pit road that first stop. Who had the worst mistake and who had the best mistake, I would say?
Johnny Venezia, he's going backwards quite a bit. He might get DQ'd here.
I think that's what happened with JJ Venezia. That's why he gets
he
disqualified.
He just got DQ'd.
And Venezia's out just like that. Oh my.
I mean, this has been the most I don't even know who's leading. I mean, I don't think I've ever seen this in my whole like iRacing, I guess, quote unquote career. I mean,
everyone struggled with pit road. We know the ARCA car is a little tough to get on pit road with the brakes.
That is utter insanity.
That shows you how tough pit road is really to get on here.
I mean, that is some. I don't even know who's leading. I think this splits up the pack. Like, there's only like 5. I mean, right now Ryan, no, Kyle,
Nick Rees and Savosian, they also have black flags as well. So I think at least 6 to 8 drivers had pit road penalties. I don't know who's going to be leading here.
I think it'll be.
The leader still has that cycle through here.
Be the 22 here of Kyle Hiltz. Ooh, contact! There, Johnny Cofield, Dwayne Young almost.
So it'll be Kyle Herlitzky. He's in the lead. I think he was one of the only drivers who didn't have a problem. But Jeremiah Holt, Johnny Cofield, Nathan Johnson, Tony Shelton, Dwayne Young, and Ryan Sire, they're able to stick together. Those drivers are going to be the race leaders. The top 7. Now some of these drivers could have damage from pit road into this as well. So it looks like we're going to have a 7-car lead pack. Thomas Spencer, he is a little farther back. Actually, he's going to be able to get there as well. Nick Rees stuck in pit road. So everyone kind of cycled and split apart now. That
was utter insanity there. I've never, and probably will never, see anything like that ever again. I mean...
well, we do have one more pit stop this race, so hopefully everyone loses from a mistake.
I mean... I just don't know what would cause it. It doesn't look like they were locking up or anything crazy. I guess they just didn't practice enough and pit stops. So I feel like that'd be the one thing that's like the one thing you have to do at Super Speedway is practice period entry. I mean, I don't know. That was just crazy right there. So clips the apron. It's Cofield right there, clips the inside apron there. It's up the race track a little bit. But Jeremiah Holt, your race leader.
And now that separates the field so you're basically at the 8 drivers who didn't make a mistake on pit road. They're out front right now.
You have
Alzira Raltros, and you have a smaller pack. You have a smaller pack towards the center here. Samuel Hoff. Well, actually, Raltros is his own pack with a bunch of lap cars.
Yeah. Samuel Hoff is about
either laps down
33 seconds back from the race leader.
So that shows you the penalty. 40 second hold on pit road. He's able to get 35 back, so everyone's going to need a caution. And since they're all on pit road, no cautions on Isaac. Since they're all on pit road, they weren't on the racing surface.
As that really flips a switch into everyone's plans here.
Yeah, everyone missed pit road, but now we'll have to see if these first 8, if they make a mistake, and everyone else who made a mistake doesn't make a mistake. So, we could see it completely flip-flopped, and then everyone's back together in one big pack.
Yeah, these top 8, top 9 drivers, top 8 drivers do not want to see a caution, because they basically play the strategy perfectly and
And
went
well,
down
now there's
quickly
actually
on
a lot
turn.
more drivers. I think they picked up the smaller. They picked up a smaller pack. So we have a big first pack, but there's a lot of drivers a lap down in this main pack. So a lot of the, so you have the top 8 in this main pack. That's Herlitsky, Holt, Cofield, Young, Shelton, Johnson, Sawyer, and Spencer. And we also have a lot more other drivers as well. We have Dan Adams, Brock Morris, Michael Mom, Jared Skinner's down in this pack. So we'll have Nick. He's out in the main pack. So there's a lot of drivers in this main pack. I'm trying to go through it. Josh Langley is in the main pack. So yes. Well, actually no. Yeah, he is. Okay. So just Langley in the main pack. 4 laps down. Joshua Clatterbuck, Nathan Ramirez is not. Johnny Venezia disqualified. Andrew Guetta is in his main pack. So there's a lot of drivers multiple laps down that could be in their own little pack in a pack of 2-lap cars. So I have to keep an eye out for my mental note as well. Some of these drivers could be lap cars when they get to when they come down to the finish.
Yeah, I mean, that's going to be... It was quite a few of them already. Only a little less than halfway through this race, but they're pretty racy up front, though.
Yeah, especially in this front pack, kind of chill, just like it was before the pit stops. As they all pitted around lap 30, so they're all going to have to pit again around lap 60. So I got to pit with about 20 to go. So all these drivers going to have to pit with around 25-ish to go at the most, at the earliest.
Yeah, they pitted about 10 laps ago, so some of these guys so they pitted on lap 30, this front pack, most of them. So they should be able to go to lap 60 if they want to. Or they can pit here with 50. They can make it. It looks like.
So Herlitsky side by side with Jeremiah Holt. So Jeremiah Holt, he was able to win the second heat for 2. And Dwayne Young, so really I mean, so we have 8 drivers in the main pack. Only four of them started in the top 10. So that tells you how track this shit can change quickly here, especially with all those drivers making from mistakes. You still got another one coming soon here in about 15-20 laps. Single falling out a little bit, everyone taking their time. They're coming up to a little bit they're coming up to a pack here of lap cars, Christopher Busch, Connor Svosian, and Jordan Evans. So we'll see how this shakes up the field. It almost shook up the field last time. Jeremiah Holt with a split 3 with Young and Bush. Some drivers in the wall, almost three wide for these guys. Everyone work their way through. But the laps, they get through the lap traffic clean enough. So now that time by, they're halfway through, 40 down, 40 to go, here for the Daytona 200, and well, it was an eventful first half so far. So Herlitsky leads with Jeremiah Holt seconds, Dwayne Young in third, right now it's Cofield and Johnson top 5, right out of the top 5, but that can easily change with the rest of the pack during SuperStar racing. We'll have to see will these drivers pit, well, because these drivers could pit at different points or could pit all at the same time. Let's see, but there's a couple lap cars scattered through this pack that could also shake up some things here as well.
We're past halfway, and this is kind of how the race is shaped out so far. The top 8 have really pulled away from the whole rest of the field after those crazy pit stops we saw. And now there's all kind of ones in the pack. We got Thomas Spencer in 8th place, kind of the first car back, but 9th place, nowhere to be seen. 22 seconds back. In 10th place, another 10 seconds back. Oh, as soon as Asher. Asher, a little spins around. There's the caution. As soon as I went to him, around the 07 goes, and that's
going to be your first caution of the night.
Guys, let's take a look at that one. It looks like he just got up to a lap car, and the lap car went high and thought it was going to go low, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, and that's going to shake up a lot of things here. So that's the first caution of the night. Just past halfway, and
it's close
on
fuel.
15 cars on the lap because those drivers were about 12 seconds from the lap, but they had a pretty big pack. But you have a lot of drivers one lap down. Do those drivers try and stay out and try and hope for a caution, or maybe kind of work together with all lap down cars, maybe try and pit early and make it themselves to the end?
They're working on the caution. It's the 29. Christopher Busch got hit in the rear by the 12 of Just Langley. I don't know if the brakes in these ARCA cars are really bad, but a lot of people would not able to avoid some people. I'm not sure. That's maybe the reason the pit road incidents happened, but I mean, I don't remember the brakes being that bad in these ARCA cars. But anyways, down pit lane they go.
Yeah, but so everyone's gonna come down pit road. Keep an eye on these lap cars. We'll have to see if anyone tries it. So it is Brock Morris will try it, Sebastian will try it, Mom will try it, Carter's gonna come down. So we have some drivers electing this down at the racetrack. Personally, if I were a lap car, I'd try to stay out here, maybe catch a caution, maybe try and coordinate with some of the other lap down cars. Because everyone can make it on one more stop. Everyone still has to make one more stop here, no matter what. So you can try and work together with a lap down cars, trying to pit like a group of 6, 7, all pit together, and try and jump the rest of the field if you really wanted to after taking the wave around. But Hurlowski is gonna stay. He's gonna go in first. He's gonna come out first, so he'll be the leader. We'll have a lot of wave rounds here.
Yep, and well, actually, no, we won't because the leader is in 2nd place on the racetrack. So if Tony Shelton stays out, then only one driver will be able to get wave round.
Yeah, Tony Shelton stays out. That's actually an interesting move. So, and I was also saying that I should have bring that up as well. Tony Shelton realizes how valuable all these cars being a lap down can be. So he's gonna trap all these guys a lap down. But he's gonna have to pit early. He's gotta hope they don't go green too long. If he can has a couple teammates or friends he can work with and try and pit a little early, so he'll be on the back foot really with this pit strategy.
Yeah, it was good and bad. I mean, you know, having that many cars lap down is good probably. I mean, if you don't get like a bunch of yellows, but if you get a bunch of yellows, then it's kind of a waste of time staying out here. But you never know really.
Especially just keeping all these drivers a lap down, definitely a big advantage, but he will let one on the lead lap, and that will be Joshua. Actually, not even going to be on the lead lap. That's Joshua Clatterback 3 laps down, so it was 4 laps down, so he's going to be 3. So no one lap down, able to get back on the lead lap, except for Brock Morrison for the free pass, so he's going to have to start all the way to the tail on the back. But all those lap down cars thought they could get their lap back, and Tony Shelton playing a little bit of a smart move, but this could also play out bad if we go green, or if he doesn't have any help with no one coming down pit road. We'll have to see. This could be a very good move from Tony Shelton if he could, knows what he's doing. I'm assuming he knows what he's doing here. And I think he just kind of outrace the risk of keeping all those drivers lapped down. It's just, I think you just outrace the risk of just keeping all those drivers lapped down versus pitting early and risk pitting by yourself. I think he just knows keeping drivers lapped down is going to be a little bit more important in his mind. Well, I'll have to see how that plays out for that 79 machine, but now the pack's all kind of caught back up. We can't have the longest green flag round of the night anymore, so could have something happen where we have, could have something happen where we do have cautions, precautions kind of thing. Well, hopefully we can go green, keep it green just like we have so far tonight.
Yeah, I mean, we went green for a long time, like 42 laps it was, 42 green flag laps there, and I mean, coming to 35 to go this time by, I'm not sure if we're going to be going green in the next 35 laps. I mean, I think it's going to really amp up. These guys know that based off the last pit stops they had, I mean, do we not just see the same thing again? I mean, maybe. You know, we did the last pit stops, I mean, that would be something, but hopefully these guys learn from their last green flag pit stop and, you know, maybe break a little bit sooner or something like that. I don't know.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, everyone's still going to have to make one more pit stop on the green unless we get a caution that could stretch that up. But as mentioned, we're talking over yellow, one to green. Tony Shelton going to lead him to green with Ryan Sauer on the outside lane. Thomas Spencer will be in third. Perlitsky, first one to pit. He's going to be in fourth. Pace goes off. We're back underway here at Daytona. 35 to go for the Daytona 200, the SuperStar ARCA Cup opener here at Daytona. So Shelton, Sauer, and Spencer, they actually all stayed out there. So those three drivers, see if they can get a couple more tagged on. They might be able to make that strategy work what Tony Shelton tried to do and staying out and trapping all those drivers a lap down. They could get a smaller pack together. Maybe they could jump the field if they go green long enough. But Sauer on the outside lane, side by side with Tony Shelton. Down the back straightaway, everyone's going to try to get settled back in here. The long green flag run had a quick little yellow to kind of relax for a moment. But now I'm just going to have to kind of settle back in, just get back into the racing mindset.
Yeah, I mean, those pace laps at Daytona, you know, pretty long, about 6, 7, 8 minutes. So you kind of calm down a little bit, but then now you're already back up to 200 miles per hour and inches away from each other. Kind of gotta get back into that really quick. There's just some new people out in front, really, of the main pack. Kind of saw them in the A-car pack earlier. And now they lead the whole field down the back straightaway. Cal Hurlinski.
Yeah, but now we got the top three able to clear themselves, but 60 machine of Ozzy and Montrose is going to stay up to the top lane. It's Johnny Cofield and Carl Hurlinski up front. Now we're just over 30 to go. Now they all pitted around lap 28, so lap 28 that first run, so they could stretch this all the way until about 5 to go if they wanted to.
Yeah, so side by side throughout the main pack. There you go, Hurlinski up the block on the outside lane of Isaiah Watchers.
Watchers on the outside lane. He said Johnny Cofield is inside lane, so everyone tries to settle back in. But that also helps a lot of drivers who didn't make pit road mistakes. Alex Anderson, Samuel Hoff, they're able to make that. They're able to get back to the field here. Sabosi, and he was unfortunately lapped, so he just trapped the lap down. Unfortunate for him. So, but Samuel Hoff and Alex Anderson, all those guys who made pit road mistakes, kind of got a lucky break there with that yellow.
Yeah, kind of erases their mistake right there. I mean, I think we kind of all knew there was probably going to be yellow most likely in this race, but it just kind of sucks that those guys were too far back to really be in front right now. But I mean, they're still lucky. I mean, Hoff is up to 4th right now. As 3 wide out for the race lead.
Yeah, 3-1 for race lead. That's going to be the 38 machine. Alan Carter locked down. He wants his lap back the hard way, and he's all by himself. No one going with him. Alex Anderson, he's going to be able to take that opportunity. He's going to take the lead of the outside lane. So Walter's got down to the bottom. So Anderson leads the outside lane as Carter gets slot in line in front of that 3 machine of Thomas Spencer, about 3-4 cars back. But Alex Anderson, a huge shove from behind. And he's able to get clear, but he's not going to take it. He's going to stick to the top with that 17 machine of Daniel Hall.
Anderson still in the outside lane. He was on the outside lane the whole time. During that first green flag run we had before the pit stops happened. Him and Hoff working together right now.
Through 1 and 2, the top 5, kind of a little small gap here. So it could be interesting to see this big gap, this gap coming across instead of someone tries to make him move with the run they get here. So top 5, and then you have the 97 machine Johnny Cofield. It's actually a little bit of right rear damage. Looking at that now, not really affecting him so much. We got Alan Carter behind them as well. So they're catching up to the top 5.
$29 laps to go, and we still have a pretty big main pack here. 15 cars in the lead lap. In the pack, there's probably around 20 plus at least, if not more.
Yeah, we could, and we also still have a pit stop. If some of these drivers want to work together, they could pit now and make it to the end. It could be a little tight. We'll have to see if anyone tries it, but stand by. 28 to go. The window is open. That gap closed down from the top 5 to the rest of the pack, so they were able to. Everyone's kind of tightening back up now. A couple of drivers lingering off the back. But everything's still kind of chilled out for now. No one really making too many moves, and we've done it here before here on the Super Studios. I don't see why we don't do it again. We want to do a little bit to crank it up.
We got a car in the wall on the inside lane. That's Alan Carter. On the inside.
Yeah, Alan Carter goes around. No caution, but
not sure what happened there. He's 1 lap down though. He was the driver trying to go 3 wide for the race lead. I guess to get his lap back. I guess with the leaders.
Yeah, let's take a look at what happened there.
Possibly a bump gone wrong. Yep.
Yeah, just kind of slipped up out of lane. Young really didn't have enough time to check up. Sits Carter all the way down to the inside wall, hard in the inside wall there. Smashed that rear end all the way, but that's going to put him. Yeah, that's going to end his night of his chances.
A realistic chance. I mean, he can still continue though, but I mean, it's probably not going to be able to get the lap back that he was trying to get back right there.
Yeah, for sure. But now we're all working. Now everyone's kind of starting to bunch back up together. The field getting a little bit more intense. Since you start the ramp up a little bit, everyone trying to close those gaps in, starting to get a little bit more aggressive on the side draft. This time we have 25 laps to go. Still a decent bit, but welcome to that final pit stop. We've seen so many drivers make mistakes in that first round. Everyone hopefully clean those up the second round. We'll hope to clean them up as well. We'll have to see how that plays out. Intense, aggressive to try and end pit road, and Maybe overstep it again.
Got 25 laps to go. Be mindful. Anyone can start pitting now. The last time they pitted was about 12 laps to go. So they can go about another 18 laps if they wanted to. But I doubt anyone's going to stay out with 7 laps to go.
Should have a couple of drivers try it, but yeah, I think everyone
That just
will
seems
come down and probably split it with a bunch of the field. Yeah.
To me, that just seems really late, and you don't have a lot of time to really make any opportunities if you lose a little time on pit lane. 'Cause once you get up to speed, it's already six or 5 laps to go, and at that point, who really knows? But still, that's 19 laps away though, so that's quite a while.
Yeah, still a decent bit. They all pitted around just over halfway, so 35 laps of the tank, 35 laps to go. We went back green for roughly around there, so everyone's gonna have to pit around 30 to go at the, 5 to go at the latest. So see, everyone's starting to kind of close those gaps up. Still a double file throughout the whole field so far. Off turn number 4, coming across the line. Actually, there it is. Kurlitsky, Waltrus, and Spencer. We got a couple others as well. They're overdriving it again. That's actually a good chunk of drivers. They're all diving it down pit road. Now, did anyone get pack flags? No black flags there, so interesting. Everyone was able to get it down. It looked like they didn't, but they were able to get it on pit road.
Very quick pit stop from Kyle Linsky. He's gonna be the only driver. He's gonna be by himself for a little bit there. Might not be the best strategy call. Fuel only for everyone else though.
And Tony Shelton, he stayed out
he
overshot his stall, and he's still stuck in pit road. So unfortunate call for him. Nick Reese, Brock Morris. All these drivers, they all pitted together, but they're all separated off pit exit, so that's not really ideal.
His name pack.
So the main pack, we're together. We'll see if anyone dives in here. Coming to 20 to go. No one else going to elect to come down pit road. Everyone else is still staying out of the track. We'll have to keep an eye on some of these drivers who stayed out, who pitted right there. So Herlitsky, Waltrus, Donahue, Morris, they're all together. So those 4 drivers, they're going to have to link back up and try and push together, but Tony Shelton, he wasn't able to hop back on behind them, so he's going to fall even farther behind. They actually picked another 2 drivers here, so they got a 5-car pack, but they quickly can single file out and try and make this work. The leaders, the lead pack into 3 and 4 with 20 to go. When we'll dive it down this time, bud. No one else dives it in. No, actually, no, the 55 machine. Gonna drive it in. Dylan Lamp, and he's gonna overdrive. He's gonna go through the grass. He's the only taker. Actually, no, Joshua Clatterbuck, just a child. Andrew Guetta, all diving down pit road. I believe they were all laps down. Actually, no, Childs was on the lap. Then pit row, but he was a little separated from the rest of everyone else. I think they can tag along with that smaller pack, but right now, the smaller pack who pitted a couple laps earlier, last time by, they were a lot slower than the race leader. They were slower than the race leaders. Gap is now 40 seconds, so they need to try to pull away a little bit, but can't lose too much more time. The lead pack's going to catch up. Yeah, last time by they ran a 47-second lap time. The leaders ran a 46.8. 2 seconds slower per lap. So this lap, those drivers who pit early trying to undercut the rest of the field, they're all going to fall behind, and they're going to go a lap down. So they're going to hope they stay green until everyone pits again, get their lap back. Samuel Hoff leads the field with Alex Anderson behind him, Dwayne Young in third, Nathan Johnson in fourth, and Cameron Craighead round up the top 5. Everyone single file up front for now. No one else elects to come down pit road. We got one. Lamb comes back down pit road, and Herlitzky has to come down back to pit road. So Herlitzky just didn't fuel it. He doesn't have a black flag, so interesting from him. Let's see, have to come down pit road again. But this smaller pack, looks like they're going to get laps here in a couple laps. They're down to 42 seconds behind. They're not gaining, but it's only 7 cars only left actually in the main pack now. Built up it up a little bit. No one else dives down pit road. Just every lap you think we'll have to keep an eye on it to see if anyone dives down pit road. But off turn number 4, 15 laps to go this time by. Just gotta keep an eye on each driver, each main pack. Main pack kind of splitting back, getting back together now, single file. This race is winding down. Final kind of the home stretch of this race, just under 20% to go. Was that lap, so have to keep an eye on this. So 7 lead lap cars in the main pack here. That's gonna be Samuel Hoff, Alex Anderson, Dwayne Young, Nathan Johnson, Cameron Craighead, Jeremiah Holtz, Johnny Cofield. Actually, Johnny Cofield fall way back, 9 seconds. Actually, Johnny Cofield did bring up pit road there. Jeremiah Holt a little farther back. Everyone else a lap down. As they get by through that lap traffic, that's James Donahue, Brock Morris. They have to navigate that lap traffic. They're actually able to hold on. They stick to the pack, so they're going to stick to the main pack, and they're on the bottom, so that's not going to allow anyone to come down to the bottom. Off turn 4, we're gonna lap traffic with McQueen. It's gonna be on the outside wall. Could be a tight squeeze. No one else up front died. Actually, yeah, no one else up front died up. Jeremiah Hall, he actually lost the main pack. And it's gonna be 3 seconds back. So only 5 drivers in the main pack that are on the lead lap, and I believe they're all on the outside lane. Sam Hoff, Alex Anderson, Dwayne Young, Nathan Johnson, Cameron Craighead on the outside lane. Actually, Craighead, I believe, is the only one on the bottom.
Oh, there they go. So go off to the bottom now.
Sam Hoff on into the bottom. He knows pit stops are coming soon, but he's got all the lap traffic behind him on the inside lane, other than Cameron Craighead. All these lap cars have already pitted. They are the drivers that pitted early. But Alex Anderson on the outside lane, and Samuel Hoff on the inside. They're both on the lead lap. This time by them, he could have said, oh, Samuel Hoff's going to go around off the bumper, the 38 machine, I believe. And Samuel Hoff goes around in turn 2. And that's going to trap even more guys laps down, possibly.
Wow.
That's huge there.
Just a bad bump, I believe. Yep.
Yeah, bad bump and just unfortunate. That 17 machine, Samuel Hoff, he's up front the whole night long. It's just 58, he goes around, bad bump, yeah. She almost went over, up and over. But he will stay on the lead lap. So that will be good for him at least.
Got to fix quite a bit of damage though.
Yeah, quite a bit of damage. Just be really, really unfortunate for that. 17 machine.
So drivers trying to avoid each other. I mean, the brakes must have really sucked in other cars. I mean,
But now that's going to eliminate that green flag stop for these leaders. But everyone else who short pitted, they all fell a lap down. So Alex Anderson, Dwayne Young, Nathan Johnson, Cameron Craighead, Samuel Hoff, and Jeremiah Holt, the lead lap car is able to come down pit road here. 6 cars. To allow some lap cars to get their lap back. See if you can get up pit road first. Trappers is going to be important. We're going to restart with under a heat length to go. Alex Anderson went in first. He's going to come out first, but keeping on that 17 machine to Samuel Hoff. About to see he's got a lot of damage to his machine. Alex Anderson's going to be leading. This is going to allow a lot of drivers to get back on the lead lap, I believe. So back to fronts here. This will allow Thomas Spencer, Alex McQueen, Alan Carter, Joshua Clatterbuck, Kyle Kurlinski, Travis Shield, Brock Morris, Connor Sposian, and James Donahue. That's going to allow all those drivers to get a lap back. How many of those are lapped down? So Sposian and Donahue, they're getting back on lead lap. Brock Morris will get back on lead lap. Isaiah Rogers, he's going to be stuck behind. He had to pit again. Johnny Cofield also as well. Justin Childs behind as well. Not going to be able to get the lap back. Michael Mom in 14th. He's going to stuck behind a lap down. So only 4 one lap down drivers are going to be back on lead lap. So only one driver able to get the lead lap back. Back on lead lap.
Let's take a quick look at the most positions gained here tonight.
So we're gonna get everyone on the lead lap this time by. So this will everyone will take the wave here. So yeah, everyone's gonna take the wave now. So the lead lap cars will be Alex Anderson, Cameron Craighead, Jeremiah Holt, Nathan Johnson, Dwayne Young, Samuel Hoff, James Donahue, Connor Zabosian, and Brock Morris.
7-lap shot here, Aaron. What do you expect?
I expect a lot of craziness, a lot of aggressiveness. Everyone's gonna try and make their moves. It's gonna be interesting to see. I mean, it's also going 9 cars in the lap. These lap cars are definitely gonna play it back.
Yeah, I would say so, definitely. It'll be interesting to see how this plays out.
But here we go. So we'll have we'll have a 7-lap shootout. So here you go. Pace goes off. Hopefully for final time tonight. Anderson leads him back to green. The Daytona 200 comes down to the final 7 laps. 7 to go here in Daytona. Anderson expected leads them off the trioval down to the turn number 1. And we have a caution out of the racetrack already.
It's a Samuel Hoff round. Others around. Kyle Hurwitz around. Oh. Looks like the Samuel Hoff got turned by someone there.
Yeah, Samuel Hoff just got damaged there. Just unfortunate timing for all those drivers. Yeah, just Samuel Hoff just caught up in that actually. And now that's going to allow one more on the lead lap. That's going to allow Justin Childs back on the lead lap. Or Childs, I'm not sure. I think it's Childs.
That gives Cameron Craighead the race lead there over Alex Anderson.
So that's going to put 10 drivers on the lead lap. Actually, I think. I believe Childs gets the wave around here. I think Zabozi may have got it. No, I think I'm starting late lap. It's kind of a little bit of a downtime before we get back going again. Still 2 to green, so we'll see this time by just the free pass. So Jessica Childs will take the wave around and get back on the lead lap. So I have 10 cars on lead lap. We're just under 5 to go. I believe we'll take... Well, actually, it'll be a 3-lap shootout. So it'll be 3-lap shootouts, and we'll have also our green-white checkers as well. Man, now we're through to the yellow here. You see just a little bit of a time. I think kind of burn a little bit more time off here. We'll try and find one. If I can find someone in the... I think we bring in the what do you think we should bring in? I think let's see if I can find Craighead. Okay, there's Craighead. So bring him through if I can. Actually, he's kind of far back down the kind of far down the Discord list, so I gotta bring him up here somehow. About the... Oh wait, hold on. I can do it this way. Okay, yeah, there we go. Alright, hopefully that works. Okay, I don't think that worked. Okay, I don't think we can. Yeah, I don't think we can move, so we'll have to keep that fixed in a second. But we are on to 116. We're gonna try to bring in a racer, Cameron Craig or Alex Anderson, but yeah, I don't think we can bring them in. But I think it was because they're on lock. The team channels are locked, so we can't bring someone from the lock channel back. So I think that was the problem there. But to get that fixed out for the rest of the season, but. First race of the season, we gotta work through some things. But Cameron Craighead gonna lead him to the field, lead him to the green. Alex Anderson in second, Jeremiah Holt in third, Nathan Johnson in fourth, Dwayne Young fifth, Brock Moore sixth, James Downey Worsley seventh, Joshua Childs will be eighth, but all the way towards the back, so he's gonna have to make their way through the field. Samuel Hoff and Connor Zabosian, they're gonna have to work their way through from the back of the field through all the lap traffic in 3 laps. We'll see if those drivers should be able to do it. With 3 laps to go this time by. It'll be a 3-lap shootout. We'll see if they can all make it to the white flag. 200 miles comes down to this, and who will pick up the first win of the season. Pace car going to take that hard left turn, hopefully for the final time tonight. Craighead's going to lead him to green. Anderson to the end. On the outside, into the concrete zone. We're underway. 3 to go here at Daytona.
There's a great shove from Nathan Johnson on the outside lane.
You see Nathan Johnson. He was up front Nathan Johnson was up front in the heats, and he's been able to use the trap to his advantage. He's been playing the moves great through the heats. We'll see what Johnson can do. He pushes Anderson out in the lead. It's going to get hit. Anderson clear. Johnson's going to get clear. King Young get clear of the Craighead on the bottom. He will. Will he take it? Yes, he will, but the caution's going to come out.
Big right.
Multiple car drivers around 4, 4, 5. Oh, McQueen up and on the side. Multiple drivers involved. And that brings out the late race yellow of the night again. Let's take a look at that one. So yeah, so For is Sean Field. Sean Field gets involved, so multiple drivers involved, 4, 5, 6 cars involved here. So just
Not really sure.
Just maybe thought just clear on the bottom there. Sean Field middle.
I mean, I don't
turn
know.
down, just down to Sean Field. Just
I'm not sure what Christopher Bush was thinking, or who was that?
wouldn't think that.
29, 39, Nathan Ramirez. No, still can't get a number.
Yeah, but that brings out a late race yellow again, and that's gonna pack him up again for another. It's gonna make another. That's gonna rack everyone up and have to do another restart.
We'll take a quick break here and be right back for the info.
Welcome back to the Daytona International Speedway, the World Center of Racing, the SuperStar ARCA Cup season race number 1 of the season, the season opener, Daytona 200. We're 80 laps in, we're past scheduled distance. This is our first attempt at a green-white checkered. Alex Anderson gonna move into the green on the outside lane, choose the outside lane, and Nathan Johnson's his inside. Dwayne Young Cameron Craighead, Brock Morris rounds at our top 5. Quickly go through the rest of our lead lap drivers with Jeremiah Holt, James Donahue, Jester Childs, Connor Sabosian, Ryan Sauer, Samuel Hoff. 11 drivers have a chance to win this race from the lead lap, but they do have 2 other attempts other green light checkered if they can't do it this time. Fiskar takes the hard left turn of the pit road. Anderson leads with the Gutco research zone, and we are back underway. 2 to go here at Daytona. Anderson also a great start. He's going to be clear on the bottom. Down into turn number 1. He's not going to take the inside lane. Doesn't have it clear. Johnson on the bottom. Johnson on the bottom. Anderson up top. Young going to push Johnson down to the bottom, but the inside lane kind of backing off a little bit. But Brock Morris, he's going to be third car on the bottom. Down the back straight there for the penultimate time. Can they make it to the white flag? Anderson's got good help from Craighead. Down the back straight in, coming to turn number 3. Everyone else kind of laying back a little bit. They're gonna get a huge run here coming to the white flag.
Yep. 82 laps have come down to this. 1 more to go.
Down the front straightaway, Johnson almost gets a big bad push for Dwayne Young. Cross the line. 1 lap to go. White flag here in Daytona. 2.5 miles. Anderson on the top. Johnson on the bottom. Coming to the turn number 1 and 2 for the final time.
Still side by side, 2 by 2 for the first 4 drivers. Watch out for Brock Morris and Jeremiah Holt. They're going to be 5th and 6th. They have a chance to win this race too.
Down the back straightaway for the final time. Holt slowly building that run, not really getting it. Anderson's gonna have help from Craighead on the top. Young on the bottom behind Johnson. Does anyone make a move? Craighead tries to dot on the line. That's gonna allow Anderson. He's gonna lose that gap. He's not gonna get the run. Nathan Johnson off turn 4. All help for Dwayne Young. But here comes Alex Anderson around the outside lane through the trial. Gonna be a track race to the line. Nathan Johnson's gonna win the season opener here at Daytona. Anderson not able to get the run just in time. 15 thousandths of a second. Nathan Johnson's gonna pick up the win for the season opener, the SuperStar ARCA Cup, and he wins the Daytona 200 here at the World Center of Racing.
What a finish that was. 15,000 seconds separate our top 2.
Just not enough of a run for Alex Anderson. Craighead just wasn't able to push there. Didn't really risk wrecking Anderson there, you know, that bumper. But Nathan Johnson played that strategy right. He was on the bottom, leading the entire restart. He was able to get it done. Full extension. He was able to get the win after 83 laps of the scheduled 83 laps. He would lead that last one. Nathan Johnson, he started in 6th. He was able to pick up the win. Now he's going to burn it down here in the Trial Bowl. Some celebratory bumps from everyone. Nathan Johnson to pick up the season opener. That'll be the points lead for him early on in the season. It's gonna be great momentum to start the season, especially. I have to get through the rest of the season. I have to see what Nathan Johnson can do. As Johnson burns it down here at Daytona. He continues to do his celebrations. We'll take a quick break and we'll be right back with our top 3 interviews when we come back here from Daytona. Welcome back here at Daytona. Just got through the Daytona 200 for the SuperStar ARCA season opener. We'll bring in our top three. We'll bring in our top three. Nathan Johnson, welcome to the booth. Yeah, well,
Yeah.
you able to get that win? How's it feel to win the season opener? And what confidence does that bring going into the rest of the season?
Fantastic. Oh, it feels fantastic, man. Feels great.
So you were able to pick up the win. What was going through your mind on that final? Can you want to check it there? And what do you think would have gone wrong? Really, what do you think could have gone wrong? And how are you able to get it done?
Final thoughts were, I couldn't believe Alex Anderson took the top. Honestly, that was a surprise to me. And knowing Dwayne was behind me, my teammate, I knew he would push me to the win. And honestly, I love that he chose the top. And coming out of 4, I thought he had me. I thought for sure he was going to side draft me and get it, but I don't know. Dwayne pushing me to the win, and we got it done.
All right, you're able to pick up that win. But before we send you off on your way, any sponsors I'd like to thank for tonight's win?
Oh yeah, I'd like to thank Liquid Death, Mountain Water, Murder Your Thirst.
Right. Well, once again, congrats on the race win. We'll hope to see you next week at Phoenix.
Yeah, thank you. Thanks, gentlemen.
So that was our race winner, Nathan Johnson. We'll bring in our second place finisher, Alex Anderson. 14,000 short. What do you think you could have done differently to take that race win?
I feel like the main thing I did. Well, first off, congrats to Nathan. Great race from everybody. It was really fun. But I feel like I could have not just forgotten about how. I mean, because I felt like the top was faster the entire race. You just get guys lined up there, and you'll just start flying. But excuse me, I feel like I failed to realize that with 2 to go, or halfway through the race, I'm flying around people on the top. You know, they're still disorganized on the bottom, not trying to beat you. Two to go, the 2 guys on the bottom are going to be trying to beat the 2 guys up top. And I feel like when you just have that shorter way around the track, even with the momentum shifting on the top side and the side draft, there's just not much else I could do. Thanks to Cameron as well for being the best push I could have gotten at that time. Just it hurts, definitely. You know, second being the first loser. I mean, my personal opinion, I'd rather finish last than second. But I'll definitely take the points. Congrats to Nathan. It was a fun race.
Yeah, and I see you've seen your up front pretty much all night long. I mean, you only really got shuffled back once with the pit road struggles. But how did racing up front feel compared to the other cars we normally see here in NASCAR, the Cup truck and Xfinity? How did it feel differently in the ARCA car?
So I love racing this ARCA car. On super speedways, honestly, it's my second favorite super speedway package behind the next gen. Just the runs you can get, as long as you have people that know how to push around you, it's super fun. But yeah, it's just a great race. You know, I like just trying to carve my way through the field, and um, you know, we were riding along for a while there, but still, it was a fun race. I enjoyed it. You know, there was a little bit of chaos in there mixed in as well. But yeah, it was fun, and I do definitely love this package.
You would pick up second before you send you off on your way. Any sponsors I'd like to thank for tonight's second place finish?
Sponsors, I don't got any, but definitely my parents. First off, you gotta give them a shout out. You guys for the broadcast, everybody that showed up, gave us a race out there tonight, and Sam for putting on the league. And I think that's it. Y'all have a great night.
Easy man, congrats on second. We'll see you next week at Phoenix.
Thank you, buddy. See you then.
Our second place finisher, Alex Anderson, will bring in our third place finisher, Dwayne Young, 61,000 short. Stuck behind Nathan Johnson there on that final crew checkered. How was the pushing and drafting really in the runs? I mean, you've seen up front as well. You were up front pretty much a good bit of the nights as well. You were able to get second qualifying, but how did the pushing and drafting feel compared to the other cars? Other cars we normally see in the NASCAR cars, Xfinity, truck, and Cup.
I will say these cars are definitely much more tighter. They're definitely much more tighter in the draft. It all depends on if you can set the car up for the turn. If you can't, you run just slide up the track. As we've seen a lot happen during the race. But yeah, yeah.
Yeah, so you're able to get third, but And we see some fuel strategy and pit road struggles. How tough was it? I mean, we see everyone make a mistake getting on pit road, other than like a very few. So how tough was it getting on pit road, and how did that change the fuel strategy? Knowing after that caution round halfway, how did that change your fuel strategy? Knowing how tough it is to get on pit road.
It didn't really change our fuel strategy. Shout out to Sam and Nathan. We was all on the same strategy. It sucks that Sam got wrecked, but yeah, we was all on the same strategy team wise. We just knew that if we stuck together, we had a very high chance of winning the race. And yeah.
But well, congrats on your 3rd place finish. But before we send you off on your way, any sponsors to thank or people you thank for tonight's 3rd place finish?
Just my team, KU Racing. That's really it.
All right. Well, once again, congrats on the 3rd place. We'll see you next week at Phoenix.
Thank you.
So that was our 3rd place finisher, Dwayne Young. He was able to pick up 3rd, right behind his, pushing his teammate Nathan Johnson to the win. But let's take a quick look at our finishing results here tonight at Daytona. It was a long 200-mile race, ended up being 83 laps. But Nathan Johnson wins the Daytona 200 for the SuperStar Cup season opener, and Alex Anderson by 15,000ths of a second short. He picks up 2nd, Dwayne Young in 3rd, Cameron Craig Hagan in 4th, Brock Morris able to round out the top 5, Jeremiah Holt in 6th, James Donahue in 7th, Jessica Childs in 8th, Brian Sire in 9th. Samuel Hoff round out the top 10 after late incidents, multiple late incidents in that race. Connor Zabosian in 11th, the last driver on the lead lap, and also just a bunch of pit road mistakes from everyone else here, and just unfortunate timing of yellows. Isaiah Walsh was 12th, Thomas Spencer 13th, Caleb Winslow will be 14th, first driver 2 laps down, Dylan Lamp in 15th, Dan Adams in 16th, Tony Shelton in 17th, Nick Rees in 18th, Jared Skinner 19th, Alan Carter in 20th, 3 laps down. And Travis Shield in 21st, Joshua Clatterbuck in 22nd, Jordan Evans in 23rd, Andrew Guetta in 24th, Kyle Herlitsky in 25th, 26th will be Christopher Bush, 27th, Camden Schoenfield, 28th, Alex McQueen, 29th, Nathan Ramirez, and running out of top 30 tonight, Johnny Cofield, 12 laps down. And 31st, Michael Mom, and 32nd, Jess Langley, 33rd, Asher Little, 31st, Johnny Venezia, and around there are 35 car field, not 50 laps down after pit road mistakes. JJ Venezia will round out our 30 car field for the Daytona 200, 35 car field for the Daytona 200. Overall, it's a great, exciting race tonight. A lot of pit mode mistakes, a lot of interesting close, side-by-side close racing. A little chilled throughout most of the race, and everyone got a good couple incidents. But overall, final thoughts of the race. What do you think, Talon?
Yeah, just a typical super speedway race, honestly. I mean, other than the pit road mistakes, I mean, nothing too crazy happened.
Yeah, especially it was a great finish here tonight. It came down to 14,000ths of a second. But we'll have to coming up here next on the Legend Racing Network Friday night. You're at 9:15 like normal. We have the NAR Cup Series. They just came off Chicagoland and the insane finish we had there. So if they can back that up next week, they'll be coming on Friday. They'll be coming to Michigan, so that'll be interesting to see there. 9:15. Eastern time on Friday night, and Saturday we have the Bolt Racing League. Their season's coming to an end. They'll have their penultimate race at Talladega, 9:30 p.m. Eastern time here on the network. And next week, Phoenix, same time as next week, 8 o'clock, 8:15, here on the channel. SuperStar ARCA Cup. They'll be at Phoenix. We got a lot of fun races coming up next, but we'll see y'all next week. I'm Aaron Brown, who's running alongside my co-commentator and producer tonight, Talon Drake. We'll see you next time here at Legends Racing Network, and so long from Daytona.